What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Talk for another review, and today is going to be one of the last days I have really long hair for a very long time. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so I'm excited, but I'm also excited to showcase these to you guys, the Yeezy Boost 350 Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon. If you know anything about Yeezys, you would know this is no longer a new release. However, I did pick these up and I do want to talk about them on the channel because I never really did a full review on this shoe. So if you were wondering about the shoe, if it's worth buying, what the resale value is currently like compared to what it was like when it first released last year, which the release date was last July. So it's been almost a full year since the shoe has come out. The actual release date for this pair was July 18, 2020, and these retailed for a retail price of $220 US or 300 Canadian. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a Yeezy that I put really high up in my top Adidas or top Yeezy releases last year. This is a fantastic colorway because it's really like, it's neutral, so you're able to wear this with a lot of different outfits. Say you have just literally any kind of colored top up top, or just a black hoodie or a white hoodie, literally anything. This is a sneaker that is going to match, not necessarily match with it, but complement with it because it's such an easy to wear basic color. Another nice thing about this shoe is that it is actually a lighter weight prime knit compared to what we're used to seeing on a lot of other Yeezys. So if you wanted to wear these in the summer, it's not going to completely, you know, make your feet super sweaty or anything like that. This is a running shoe after all at the end of the day, and you can see right here the side stripe actually has like you can actually kind of see through it a little bit. You can see my finger right there, right? So you can kind of see a little bit maybe what your socks are, but it's nothing too crazy where it's like completely see-through like the off-white releases. Now, before these released a couple of months before July, these were reselling for about 450 to 460 Canadian dollars on places like StockX and eBay. And now that these have come out and they've played their course, this shoe is pretty much going for retail. So if you want to buy this shoe, try not to pay too much above retail. And that's one of the really surprising things about the shoe to me because of how awesome it is as a Yeezy. Like, this is a very versatile Yeezy that you can wear all the time. Because of that, you think it might have a higher price tag, but I think the main reason why the prices on these is so low compared to something like another Yeezy colorway that is much more expensive, maybe like a triple black colorway, and that's because of the amount of pairs that were produced for this shoe. It was a huge GR in terms of Yeezy releases. StockX actually reports that it has 4,570 sales, which is a lot of sales considering it's a sneaker that really doesn't have much resale value. So a lot of the people who are selling these shoes are selling them at a loss if they're selling them on StockX. And if you're paying above retail, hopefully you didn't pay too much above retail because that will definitely feel bad. Now, I personally picked these up for, I think, retail $340. I did show up like 10-15 minutes late to my meetup, so I gave the guy an extra $10. But yeah, I basically caught these for retail about 2 months after the release, which was really surprising to me. With that said, let's take a closer look at the details of the shoe and the box and all that good stuff. So let's just quickly start off with the box. It's your typical 350 V2 box. It says 350 on the side, you got the branding on the other side, and the actual color code is Zyon, the name of the colorway. So I actually don't know what Zyon means. I have no idea. If you want to Google it, totally go ahead. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these use a prime knit upper. It's a full prime knit upper that feels a little thinner compared to other silhouettes, maybe let's say like a Static or a Sesame, and it has like multiple different patterns and shades of this sort of like beige color on the upper. So although it is like a predominantly beige light brown sneaker, there are a bunch of different patterns on the prime knit that you can see, and it kind of makes it stick out a little bit. So it does have a little bit more personality versus just being an all plain prime knit upper, something like the Sesames, for example. So it does have a little bit of pop to them. Looking down the center of these shoes, they have these light brown or Zyon colored rope laces. Then taking a look at the tongue, you have this kind of like triangular tongue right here, standard tongue we're used to always seeing. Then taking a look at the booty of the shoe, you have the Kim Kardashian inspired booty right here with the inside back heel area here that has the 3 stripes, and it's also a reflective kind of material as well. So if you hit them with flash, you will see these stripes light up. The insole, with the Yeezy and Adidas branding. And then you of course have that ribbed midsole for extra pleasure when you walk. It kind of has this like clear color to it. It's not gum, it's definitely not gum, but it kind of has this kind of clear tint to it. Like it's almost a see-through. You can kind of see the boost through the midsole, which is really cool. But one thing to note is on the very back, like right on the heel, it has a lighter shade of brown. So it's like all clear, and then that light brown, which is on the outsole of the shoe. So you can see it's like a two-tone midsole and outsole, but you don't really notice it when you're wearing it on feet. It really just does look like this color all around. Now in terms of sizing and comfort and wearing these on feet, I gotta say these are incredibly comfortable, just like all 350 V2s are, because of that full length boost midsole it has to take advantage of. They're gonna lead to a very squishy, comfortable shoe for all day wear. Some people's feet ache after wearing such a bouncy material on the midsole for some reason. That's not me, but if that's you, then you're probably not gonna like the comfort on these as much. I would give these a solid 8.5 out of 10. These are shoes that are really easy to slip on. I actually never have to tie my Yeezy laces for the most part after tying them once or double knotting them, because you can just pull back the tab, slip your foot in, and go. So yeah, because of that, it makes it really easy to wear these shoes no matter the circumstance. If you just leave them outside, like by your doorsteps, you're gonna be able to throw these on and look good. Now in terms of sizing, I would typically recommend going your true size in Yeezys. Quite a few people recommend going up 0.5, but I find because of the little more stretchier material, more lightweight prime knit, the size 10 for me fit perfectly. So go true to size, or typically half a size up. Some people have had to go half a size down just because of the circumstance they're in, but if you have to go half a size down or you find them a bit too tight for whatever reason, you can easily take out the insole. Super easy to take it out, and they feel pretty much just as comfortable. So you're going to be able to not have to hurt your toes and squeeze your feet in as hard if you do end up getting half a size too small. Now my resale predictions for this shoe in the future, I honestly have no idea. This is probably a shoe that Adidas can easily restock if they really wanted to. I don't see why they would want to restock this pair in particular though, because the resale prices are very close to retail. So if you're a person who's still hunting for this shoe, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to buy, and it's not like you're going to be fiending for a restock for the shoe compared to a different shoe that's more hyped and has a better resale value. You might hope those get restocked instead. So if you want these shoes, now's a great time to buy them. I'll leave eBay links to these in the description down below, so check them out. And I feel like these will eventually raise in value, maybe in 2 to 3 years. I feel like the only reason these will go up in value is once enough dead stock pairs are on DS and there's no longer enough DS pairs to go around. But who knows what other Yeezy silhouettes might come out by that time, and if they have another one that is basically this shoe but just a slightly different shape. Hit that like button down below. Tell me what you guys think about these sneakers. I will love to discuss with you guys in the comments. I feel like these deserve higher resale value, but hey, if they did have a higher resale value, I wouldn't have been able to cop them for retail months after the release, which I'm happy to do because I'm going to be wearing these a ton when the time comes to actually step outside a bit more. With that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's sneaker review. Peace out. Oh yeah, we're doing daily all month long, so subscribe with notifications on. And these don't really smell any good, you know, they smell like regular shoes.